one of the important feature of youth, as I understand, is this restlessness, an effort to always challenge the status quo, not accept what is stagnant. Right from the times of Gautam Buddha and others, a power of rebellion, going against authority. That authority could be anybody, your parent, your teacher, or somebody trying to put rules against you. So is the power of rebellion an important feature of a young mind of any age? And what is its significance according to you?
The most fundamental fact about the young generation is that they have been conditioned in such a big way that they don't have any identity of their own. It seems that they have no brains to apply. It seems that they have no inner instincts to work upon. It seems that the way they have been taught from the very childhood, the way they have been conditioned, and whatever has been put into their computer brains, they are just following the same like a robot. And that is why our young generation is not being creative. That is why the young generation has become blunt. That is why the young generation has not been able to exude that vibrance, that intelligence, and that creativity. What I personally feel, that the first fundamental quality of a young mind should be that he should not be ready to accept what does not seem to be right. He should be courageous enough to drop the path that has proved wrong according to his experience. And at the same time, he should have the courage to walk on the path which seems to be right according to his own experience. But today, majority of the youth are afraid of dropping the path on which their father or forefathers have been treading. They are not in position to say no to something which has already proved to be wrong, and they are holding on to it just because the society is doing the same, just because the family is doing the same, just because the nation is doing this, just because others are doing the same, they feel compelled to follow the same. If the youth is following and living this lifestyle, it means he has started putting his own possibilities to an end. So the first quality of the young mind must be to be able to rebel against all the wrongs that happen into his life and career. And he must have the strength to revolt against it. Just as you said, had Gautam Buddha continued to follow the traditions and principles and the religions and the ideas which have been taught to him by the society, by the parents, by the teachers, or by the whole environment that had been around him, no Gautam Buddha would have been born. So, the first quality is the young mind must be having the courage not to follow the beaten track, but to invent his own path that seems right to him.
To do that, Guruji, don't you think another feature of a young mind, we are talking of Adi Shankaracharya, he left his home at a young age and he probably left his mortal body when he was in his early 30s. But before that, so many things that he achieved and left for all of us as a treasure. He was a seeker. If he had already believed and, as you rightly said, conditioned his mind, he would not have sought for things.
Yeah.
So is that another important feature? What is the importance of being a seeker and not a believer?